Are you struggling with golden items in D4? Well, you can always throw your wallet against the wall. Use my code for a discount. Hello everyone and welcome to my channel once again. So with the patch notes releasing today, I decided to make a video about what I hope is gonna change, is gonna be fixed with the mid-season patch, or at the very least with the expansion. You know, because there are two things that absolutely in my opinion destroyed the game and overshadowed all the positives, you know, that Loot Reborn brought. Like we got a lot of positives, right? We got rid of all the damage on Mondays, damage when there's a full moon, damage after you do 15 push-ups and get hungry and eat, you know, I don't know, 20 grams of protein or whatever, you know. We got rid of all that bullshit and that's awesome. But we just, you know, got new bullshit to worry about, and that's tempering and masterworking. And in today's video, I just want to say what the problem is and how we can easily, absolutely easily fix it so that Diablo 4 has the chance to top the reviews and become the greatest ARPG it has the potential to become, but Blizzard just kind of doesn't know how. So let's start with tempering. Like, that's not gonna surprise anyone. I don't know a single person who likes it, and you know, after talking with a lot of people, and you know, that includes myself, we actually all prefer the previous seasons in terms of getting gear, because you just got your gear and then all you had to do was enchant it, and that, you know, could take a while, but you wouldn't break the item. But tempering can literally destroy your item. You spend weeks and weeks of farming, you finally get a few items that are, you know, double GA or maybe even triple GA. You are super excited. You know, go and visit this fella. You know, you want to do some tempering, you put it there, you know, I'm not gonna destroy my pants right now, but you choose something, whatever, mesh it a few times, and bam, your item is destroyed. In 5 seconds, you lost the item you worked on for several weeks, and that's just demotivating. Like, I know a lot of people who literally stopped playing the game because they break their triple GA items, you know, and yeah, I get it. Like, this is absolutely horrible, and we have such a simple change that will absolutely fix it, still make it kind of RNG so it's not completely free for all, but it will not destroy your item. And you know, the thing is, just split the affixes of tempering to be just the one affix, okay? Just let's say I need flay duration. So there will be a temper with only flay duration, okay? And you can see the split is still huge, 59.8% to 80.5%, which will drastically, increase my damage if I manage to hit the max roll. So there would still be some RNG to tempering if there was just one affix, right? Because let's say I, you know, got only like low rolls, and then I got a middle roll, which was like kind of okay, but I would still want to go higher, but I got only one temper left, so I would risk it. I wouldn't get the higher roll, I would actually go lower, but I would still be kind of sad, right? But the item would still work. I would still have the best in slot, not just best in slot, but literally, like, I would have the affix, the temper, that is make or break in the build, right? You can't basically play flay build without flay duration, right? So I would just get a lower roll, but the item would still work. I would not have to throw it away. And that's such an easy change. Just split the tempers, and that's it. That's it. You've immediately fixed tempering, and I don't think anyone would ever have anything against this, because yeah, there would still be RNG. So, you know, it would not be that everybody who's playing the game would have the same gear, the best gear. But yeah, you would not have to throw your, you know, computer out of the window after you break your triple GA perfect item, right? And the other thing that has to change is Masterworking. Now, if we look at my mace, okay, I have 4 out of 12 because I finally finished all my gear to be 12 out of 12, but most of the stuff is like super random, right? Like I just got whatever I got and then I didn't pay attention, right? And now I decided, okay, let's go and get the perfect Masterworks, because that's actually what's gonna pump my build even higher. And it's something that's like super important to hit, right? And so I tried to masterwork this item. I spent over 10,000 materials. I actually don't even have iron chunks, okay? I spent 10,000 iron chunks, several thousands of, you know, these materials from the pit, and I didn't hit flight duration. So now I just made myself weaker than what I had before, and I can't even like fix it, right? And that's just like horrible, because now I have to play something that's absolutely boring to me, that I don't enjoy in the game, like farming healthites, you know, or something like that, to get iron chunks. Iron chunks. So I think masterworking has to change, and again, it's super easy change. It's a change that I still don't understand how that was not the first thing that we got. And that is that when we reset masterwork, it only goes down by 4. So let's say I do the 4 out of 12 and I get my flight duration, right? And then I need flight duration again, and then I need my vulnerable, okay? In this build, right? So let's say I get my flight duration, and then 8 out of 12 I get strength, right? Or the percentage damage that I have there, which I don't want. I want flight duration again. So I would just click reset, and it would only put me back from 8 out of 12 to 4 out of 12. That's a no-brainer. That was supposed to be in the game like immediately, right? Because yeah, I just spent all of the materials from the day one that I started playing the season, and I lost all of the materials in around minute and a half. Just, you know, clicking masterwork refresh, all of it. Weeks of work gone again in few seconds. And yeah, that's very demotivating. I will now have to just spend all days you know, between my studies and, you know, other real life stuff, just farming healthites and, you know, stuff like that to get iron chunks to be able to get my gear. And then maybe I will not get it again. And yeah, that's just a horrible mechanic. So I think, and there's hoping that this will be fixed in the mid-season patch, or at the very least with the expansion, that some change is coming to these two mechanics, because yeah, they are so horrible that I would kill for the loot we had previously, because I'd like already be, you know, full gear probably. And it's also like that now that we have the GA, it is nice because like, unless you have triple GA on all items, you can still be like super excited to loot something new, something even stronger. But it seems that we are getting like PvP arena and maybe some other gameplay as well, and eventually like some ranked system, some ranked leaderboards for Diablo 4. And you know, the difference between a person who has no or like 1 GA and a person who has all triple GA items, and those items cost like I think hundreds of dollars or tens of billions of gold. So on, like, I'm not kidding, right? It will only be the people who spend their money on the game, as in RMT, buying the items and gold. The people who rotate gold through some kind of exploits like duping materials, duping gear, etc. It just won't be 95% of the community. 95% of the community won't ever be able to get that, right? And so if there's like a ranked system and the disparity is this huge, it's just doomed. Like, It's just June. And I know it might seem ironic coming from me when there's an ad for RMT in my videos, but I actually know, less people who don't do RMT than the other way around. And I even know people who would not play the game if they couldn't buy the gear, exactly because they are so annoyed by having to spend hundreds of hours of grinding stuff that they don't enjoy in the game. So I hope you liked the video. Let me know in the comments down below what you think has to change about Loot Reborn, and whether you agree with me on these two mechanics being absolutely horrible. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next one. Ciao.